Hey guys, a.t.l Liam here. Hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. And before we get started, we have to address the elephant in the room. Now, I know some of you may have noticed this already, but I'm actually from England. And being born and raised in England, I've naturally adopted an English accent. Which means ultimately, when I go to say the name of today's episode, I'm not going to say bananas, because that's not the way I naturally say it. I'm going to say bananas. So hopefully when we get to the episode title, that's all cleared up in advance. You know, I'm English, I say bananas because bananas isn't natural to say. Manana is my grandma. That's a word for, that's what you'd call your nan. It just doesn't sound right. Primeape goes manana. Oh, that's a very different story.
You would Shadow Ruff would agreed with you, and Shadow wouldn't be disappointed at. Not just you, Liam, the rest of British people should not the one should talk about because the Birdman is complaining about it and everything wrong with Harry Potter Order of Phoenix at Sin 37 and outtakes, in which I agreed the Birdman, like leaving H out of her, mispronounces stupid as saying hello without H in an aluminum as aluminium. Even American found a name metal, you English people change it like seriously.
So hopefully that's all cleared up when we do get to the episode title. But before we get there, hit the like button, show you enjoy Pokemon WTF moments, and I'll give you my utmost respect. Hit subscribe if you're new, of course, and, you know, do the sharing thing, because that helps too. So without further ado, here are my WTF moments for Pokemon Series 1, Episode 25, Primeape Goes Bananas. Start today's episode at Professor Oak's Pokemon Lab, and what do we see? It's my boy, 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 it's my boy. Oh, I hit the light. Oh, heck. Good thing it's not on.
Okay. I think it's best to let this slide from the sin.
Ash calls Professor Oak to brag about getting 4 gym badges, and Professor Oak informs him that all of his Pallet Town rivals have already got 5 badges, including Gary Gary, and Professor Oak also points out that Gary Gary has caught 30 Pokemon. Now, I did a quick bit of research, and I mean quick, like this might not be totally accurate, but at this point in his journey, assuming he's following the same routes as Ash, because he always seems to be like one step ahead of Ash, so you'd think he's going down the same routes, for Gary Gary to have caught 30 Pokemon, he would have needed to have caught every available Pokemon on every route that he's been down so far, including fishing encounters, and I'm pretty sure he must be including evolved forms of Pokemon that he already has, so he might be counting Nidoran and Nidorino. Also, I'm pretty sure when Ash called Oak from Bill's Lighthouse that one time, Oak said Gary had caught 45 Pokemon, so where did the other 15 go? Oh, he must have had a really rough day when he got to Pokemon Tower.
Wait. Is that supposed to reference the theory that people came up with that Gary Oak Raticate passed away? Okay. Also, Oak just said Gary already has captured 30 Pokemon. Did you not pay attention to that? He already caught it, and you should add up the number from 40 to 70. Seriously, what the heck? And yes, evolution does count, dude. Jeez.
Professor Oak and Krabby apparently enjoy writing poetry together, but let's face it, Krabby's not writing any of these poems, is he? Until I hear a poem by Professor Oak that has the line, I'm not having any faith that Krabby is contributing.
Oh, now you f***ed up.
You stupid jackass.
Direct quote from Professor Oak. I can't write a good poem without rhymes. I mean, you can. Like, it's quite well documented that not every poem has to rhyme. In fact, here's a haiku. Fan of this series? Do you think it's really good? Smash the like button.
A room full of everyone who asked.
Ash is pretty bummed out at Gary having more Pokemon than him, and Misty suggests that he eat a donut. That always cheers her up. Given how tasty the animators have made the rice ball that Misty's eating look, I can't wait to see what the donuts look like.
No, you already missed that on episode 11, mate. Jesus Christ. Mate, like seriously, what the heck, mate? What the heck?
Direct quote from Brock.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled is my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Oh, God. They expect us to believe the rice balls are jelly-filled donuts. Curse this dub! I'm just saying, this is a big L for the dub. In this instance, the dub does not get a dub. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but for stupid reason. Fox and former member 4Kids always has a dumbass dubs that they're due until 2008 where 4Kids stop airing because 4Kids getting bankrupt receive, which they're trying everything to save company lives. Even change name they to 4 Licensing Corporation, but at last they didn't get what protect from it and got shut down, which, that is sad. They're the one who dubbed Pokemon Sonic X, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, and more, and now Sound of Silence for 4Kids.
And you're on that. Thanks a lot, Shadow. I can't help it. The gun thing. What the heck? Yeah, but that ruined the moment. Oh. Shoot.
Brock says that being a good Pokemon trainer is about quality over quantity, especially if you've got different kinds of Pokemon. Let's be fair, even with 5 Pokemon, none of which share any types, Ash is still crap.
Really? Really? Are you proud of yourself? Do you feel happy about your life decisions?
Direct quote from Dexter.
Mankey, a pig monkey Pokemon of the fighting type. Known for its superior footwork, it packs a powerful punch.
Surely if it's known for its superior footwork, you wouldn't be commenting on its powerful punches, you'd be commenting on its powerful kicks. Is that just me?
Oh yeah, almost like it's, you know, based off a monkey that uses its feet like hands. Nope, we just talk about how that is a good fighting with its feet. No, that's a lot more clever than what it's supposed to be based off.
Direct quote from Brock.
Maybe it wants a donut.
I'm pretty sure it wants a rice ball, mate.
Dub error.
Amazing job, by the way, America. Couldn't bear, could you, to have to explain a different culture's food to your children. So instead of that, you figured it'd be easier just to show them that it's okay to give processed food like jelly donuts to animals. America!
Must resist. Make a joke.
Direct quote from Brock again.
That donut is my own special recipe.
Oh, really? How does that recipe look? Little bit of rice, little pinch of salt, maybe a bit of seaweed?
This video is involving a 90% of complaint about the dubbers, is he?
Yup.
Ash throws a Pokeball to try and capture Mankey, but Mankey, seemingly with mad accuracy, throws the jelly donut at the Pokeball and that gets captured instead. Ash opens the Pokeball and even though he watched the whole thing happen, still exclaims,
"It's a donut!"
Well, yeah, of course it is. You watched this whole thing play out.
Liam WTF moment at Ash characterized cliche.
Mankey knows Thrash, which means it's at least level 39, which at first I thought was quite high. But after a bit of research, I found out, yeah, this is actually quite a good level to be at right before the 5th gym. So bravo to the writers for getting something right for a change.
You sure about that?
Brock goes to throw another donut to Mankey to try and calm it down, but accidentally refers to it as a Pokeball. So first there were rice balls, then Brock decided they were jelly donuts, and now he thinks they're Pokeballs. This Brock boy needs his eyes testing, mate. Behave, comment section. I know exactly what you're thinking.
I thought you were gonna say, wow, 4Kids, you really make Brock look like a blind guy even though he actually can see anything before. So what the heck is this change? But no, you didn't. You just said...
Behave, comment section. I know exactly what you're thinking.
That. What?
The rice ball simply smashes across Mankey's face, not slowing it down a bit, and Brock cries out,
Ah! I wasted a donut!
no you didn't. Misty stumbles and gets kicked in the back of the head by Mankey as it runs over her. Poor girl didn't even do anything to Mankey. Mankey is an arsehole. Pass it on.
No, this is actually accurate to, well, real life monkey does to a human. Which, ouch. That's, wow.
Mankey catches up with Ash and starts pummeling him in a comic cartoon cloud of dust, and Brock asks,
Are you okay, Ash?
he's getting his arse handed to him by an angry pig monkey. What do you think? Seriously though, Brock's intelligence took a nosedive this episode. What happened to him? Mankey steals Ash's hat like a proper old school bully, and honestly this just makes my blood boil. I really hate when a bully takes something like a hat from you, because it's something that's kind of low value, that's kind of too low a value for you to really get noticeably angry, upset about, because people will just be like, well, it's just a hat. But at the same time, it's got certain significant importance to the owner that you can't just go, okay, I'll accept that it's gone. You kind of want it back, you know what I mean? And it's one of those really weird catch-22 bully situations, and I friggin' hate it. There's an episode of Friends where something similar happens to Chandler, and it just really, really makes me feel so uncomfortable. Does anyone else feel like that with stuff like that, or is it just me?
First of all, this is taking place in the 1997, not 2002, mate. I mean, bullies is a common thing in that time before anti-bully was a thing. I mean, seriously? Did you forget about that? Second of all, this is accurate to the monkeys does in real life. Stealing objects from humans, right? Like, seriously, how you not Google research clearly?
Direct quote from Jesse.
If we pull this off, the boss will put us on the board of directors.
That's pretty unlikely, because if you successfully capture a powerful Pokemon, he's going to trust you more in your ability to capture powerful Pokemon, so he's more likely to send you out on more missions to try and capture powerful Pokemon. He's not going to be in any hurry to put successful Pokemon thieves behind a desk after just one capture.
Prideful.
Meowth loves balls. Past direct quote from Brock after watching his friend be obliterated by Mankey.
That Mankey sure beat you up big time.
Brock is a terrible friend. Confirmed. I also just want to point out, because this is quite funny, on my script, I've spelled confirmed C-O-F-N-R... Wait, C-O-F-N-R-I-E-M-D. Confirmed.
Okay, got it. That's actually kind of funny.
Ash shouts at Mankey to give him his hat back instead of using the 5 Pokemon he has in his possession to batter Mankey into giving it back. Mankey may be tough, but against 5 opponents at once? No chance.
Gotta agree with that, mate. I mean, why Ash should, send out Bulbasaur to use Vine Whip to get the hat back, or even Pikachu to grab it with its beak? I mean, seriously, why? What the heck?
Misty tells Ash he can just get another hat, but Ash says it's not the hat, it's the principal. He then explains that it's an official Pokemon League Expo hat, which is really hard to get. So it is about the hat then.
Well, maybe because he got the hat from his father's, the Pokemon trainer that inspired him to do Pokemon Journey in the first place. I mean, seriously, think about it.
Do I really have to say anything here?
I actually don't know what he's talking about, but then I noticed that it's almost a Pokémon League without a T at the middle of E and M, which Liam should realize that could be reference what the Japanese name of Pokemon is. But nope, he confused how that works.
According to the ad for the official Pokemon League Expo hat, this hat is wearable. I should bloody well hope so. It's a hat.
I think you mean...
Yeah, no Sherlock.
Also, if Ash is so clued up and knowledgeable about the official Pokemon League Expo, why does he know barely anything about Pokemon? When he left Pallet Town, he didn't even know what a Spearow was.
Maybe because Ash didn't enter the contest, he posted. The episode when Ash said he obtained that hat actually said it right. You should have mentioned that if you pay attention to it. Ugh.
Direct quote from Misty.
I didn't know that was an official Pokemon League hat. I remember I entered the same contest too.
So you entered a contest to win an official Pokemon League hat, but you didn't know what an official Pokemon League hat looked like. Who does that? Who enters a competition without knowing the prize?
Maybe they changed the prize to something else, like a special glove, a amazing bag, or a coat, or even a autograph on the Elite Four numbers. Just saying.
Direct quote from Brock.
Losing an official hat is like losing your best friend.
Now look, mate, I'm not here to lecture you on putting too much value in material possessions, since I love material possessions. But I'm pretty sure if losing your best friend is equal to losing a hat, no matter how official, you're probably not as close to that friend as you think you are.
Nobody cares, Liam. Nobody cares.
Ash climbs the tree that Mankey's hiding up, and Mankey kicks him out of it, and Ash lands directly on his head from about 15 feet in the air. Ash Ketchum is dead.
Yeah, and SpongeBob should be died by split in half by the giant gorilla in the episode. Oh wait, I forgot. Tomb Physics! Jesus Christ, will anyone stop compare real life physics to tomb physics? Jeez.
That's right, Ash is dead, but do you know what's alive and better than ever? James isn't impressed with Mankey randomly pressing itself against the individual members of Team Rocket, so punts it out of frame. What's with James and kicking Pokemon?
The way you just said that, it sounds like James kicking a mountain Pokemon from the past episode. But yet, he only did 2. One in Nunchuck Cup, which we already know what happened, and one at Mankey. I am so confused why anyone said that.
Hey look, James has been watering his roses, which means tomorrow, if he's lucky, he might end up with blue ones.
Liam? He actually obtained it in Gen 6. Or is that supposed to be a joke that you try to do? Comedy! Satire!
Neither Jesse nor James know what a Mankey is. How is a Pokemon like Mankey not more well known in the Pokemon world?
Well, actually, Liam, just because Pokemon exist in this world doesn't mean that every person is going to know all of them. Much in the same way that not every person on Earth knows that a sugar glider exists, or a black and rufous elephant shrew exists.
That's actually a really great point. I guess I'll cut the people of the Pokemon world some slack from now on. I won't, obviously. Mankey evolves into Primeape, who appears to be in the same mood that I'm in when I get woken up in the middle of the night by my neighbour's wind chimes.
And I have no idea what the f he's talking about.
Direct quote from Dexter.
Primeape, if you make eye contact with this evolved form of Mankey, it will chase you forever.
Well, not forever. I mean, eventually it's going to have to stop for a poo. You've just got to outrun it till then.
I think the Pokedex did a better job than you might.
Primeape smacks Jesse even though it was James who kicked it, and Jesse is sent flying headfirst into a boulder. Bloody hell, Primeape's got one heck of a donkey punch.
I think you mean Gorilla Punch, Liam.
Direct quote from James.
Team Rocket always puts beauty before duty.
Duty.
Yeah. Duty is funny. Ha ha ha.
Jesse, James, Meowth, Ekans, and Coughing all get into a scuffle with Primeape, and you can hear each of them crying out whenever they take a hit, except for James, who you can just hear going, ah, oh. Have we just discovered James's secret kink? Primeape defeats Team Rocket in a 5-on-1 handicap match, and they thought they were going to catch Pikachu.
Well, we did talk about the gorilla strength thing, and the Pokemon they have is not strong enough against, well, Primeape stat totals. I mean, look at this.
Primeape stands between Pikachu and Ash's hat, and Pikachu tries its best not to make eye contact with Primeape, so instead just keeps peeking at Primeape's crotch. Like that's gonna make this situation any better.
Yeah, it makes sense because that's not where the eye area is at. I mean, it makes sense because the Pokedex did say if you look at the eye, you got the wrong way.
The annoying thing here is that Pikachu tries to avoid making eye contact with Primeape, but does nothing else. He doesn't try and run away, he doesn't try and swipe the hat, he doesn't try and charge up for an attack, he literally does nothing. Staying still isn't going to achieve anything.
Well, actually, Liam, when faced with an aggressive animal, sometimes it is better to stand still so you don't make the animal feel threatened.
Yeah, just so you know, if ever I'm face to face with an aggressive animal, I'm gonna die running away. I'm not gonna stand there and die like a good little Lunchable, do you know what I mean?
Liam, I think you could stand still at Primeape because the only animals that would attack you while standing still is the hippos. And since Primeape is a, well, ape, you should have used a crouch position to show that you are not challenging the leadership of the silverback. I'm just saying, hippos always attack you when you stand still, while gorillas don't. The real TF moment, however, that Pikachu, you know, using the crouch position instead of standing up position.
Ash tells Pikachu to use Thundershock and Primeape just eats it. I imagine this scenario would have been very different if he'd used Thunderbolt, because, you know, it's a more powerful move, and, you know, Pikachu does know it, you know?
So, wait, you actually know that the Thunderbolt is more powerful than Thundershock? Then what happened the previous episode ago? What the heck?
Brock tries to reason with Primeape, but then screams in terror as Primeape punches him several times in the backpack. But hey, at least it was the backpack taking the punches, Brock, and not you yourself. Oh wait, never mind.
Well, that's what Brock gets for trying to make a reason. Well...
Wait a minute. I have a theory. Primeape's not trying to steal your hat. It's scared of us. When it was a Mankey, you tried to capture it. Then James kicked it. I think it took your hat so it could get a little attention, because it's lonely all by itself. Now everything's gonna be fine. Give me a smile, buddy.
So after Ash and Misty ran away, with Primeape chasing right behind them, leaving the beaten and battered Team Rocket in the dust, Team Rocket somehow then managed to get in front of everybody and start digging a hole. They fast.
Yes indeed.
Wait, how big is Ekans? I never realized it was that huge. Maybe it's only that big when it's excited. Wait, why would it be excited? I mean, it is deep in a hole, and it is being ridden by James. Mate, there are just too many innuendos here, and too little time. Jesse even says, why don't you come for a ride on my head? I can't do this.
The f*** is that?
Direct quote from Misty.
Primeape is too dangerous to capture, Ash.
Yeah, okay. Tell that to Eternatus and all the other legendary Pokemon that we're forced to capture if we want to continue the story in the games. Next to them, Primeape's no biggie.
You realize that between Primeape and Eternatus was released by this Englishman who thought release him to restore energy in the future, even though it's in 1,000 years blackout. Is nothing. Jeez.
What's this? Ash using various Pokemon, tactically switching from one to another depending on the situation? Who are you? And what have you done with Ash Ketchum?
That's categorized, boy!
According to Dexter, Charmander taking all that punishment from Primeape was just it using Rage. Although Rage won't be activated until you've actually attacked, which so far Charmander hasn't done. So this feels more like Bide than anything.
Where you get the mission from? I mean, in the episode and the Bulbapedia says this. Where do you get the mission that Charmander get his powerful attacks increased by getting attacked? Like, what the heck?
Charmander gets ready to fire off a huge Rage attack, which for some reason here appears to be a Fire-type move like Flamethrower, even though that's not how Rage works.
Maybe Showbro take the Fire Rage too literally, I guess?
But of course, Pikachu jumps in at the last minute to save Ash's hat before it gets burnt to a crisp on top of Primeape's head. But what about all those other times where Charmander tried to use Flamethrower and Pikachu didn't budge?
That's a good question.
Ash throws a Pokeball at Primeape and Primeape gets sucked in, and the Pokeball lands with the white side up. And immediately in the very next frame, it's red side up. How did it roll over so quickly?
That's a good question.
The Pokeball stops shaking after a short while and the light dims on it and it makes the sound that signifies that Ash has captured a Pokemon. And then immediately starts shaking again for a little bit and then makes the capture sound again. Is this a knockoff Pokeball? Ash mate, stop buying your Pokeballs from the pound shop.
Oh, that could be a glitch, Liam. That could be an option to use.
So for what feels like the first time in ages, Ash actually battled a Pokemon with his Pokemon and successfully captured it. I think the last time he did that was Bulbasaur? Krabby doesn't count, because Krabby he just pointed a stick at.
Yeah, that's totally Krabby Crotch.
Well, someone had to do it.
Ash throws Primeape's Pokeball into the hole that Team Rocket are in so that Primeape can go on the attack. But how's he going to retrieve the Pokeball now? Not the wisest of moves there.
Liam, stop lying because Ash does retrieve it. In the same clip, you take the photo. Jeez.
Ash welcomes Primeape to the team and Primeape responds by giving Ash a black eye. Primeape is an arsehole, pass it on.
Maybe Primeape is still mad at Ash for, you know, what happened before? Jeez, did you have amnesia or something? And no, I'm not talking about the move, I meant the side effect that the brain does. Ugh.
So wait, how did Ash get Primeape's Pokeball out of the hole? Did Primeape just kindly bring it back with him? Maybe he's not an arsehole.
Refer to the previous sin, liars.
Misty realizes they're now on the outskirts of Celadon City and says if Primeape hadn't chased them, they probably wouldn't have got there so fast. Yeah, but if Primeape had caught you, you'd be dead, so...
Comedy show for kids, Liam. I maybe
a raging, whistling, mispronounced guy. But that doesn't mean I do
research. And one thing that animals do, and show warning that no one mess around with them, and, well, you know, do not do it again. Like, seriously. Shh.
Team Rocket land amongst a horde of wild Primeape, and all I can say is, prepare your anuses.
Trying to pop my cheeks. Well, not anthem, but degrading techniques. Put your hands together if you wanna scream. And I fill your eyes with this metal beam.
And we end with a direct quote from Team Rocket in unison.
I wish we had some donuts.
No, you don't. You wish you had some rice balls.
freaking error!
Oliver, just calm down. Take deep breaths.
There you two are. Come on, you little devils, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, how about I just take Bill and Ben back to the playpen? You got him, Rosie?
Yeah, just quickly get them out of here.